Whew. Okay, what's going on, y'all? It's Acid. So this is now, I'm looking at, for me, has been the most perfect time to have this exact topic for a video. And I know this isn't a COD video per se, but it's still kind of as into being about X Defiant and Call of Duty and just shooters in general. So I'm gonna just say, fuck it. Black Ops 6 looks fantastic. Black Ops 6 looks fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. It has been so long since I could say I was last actually excited for a COD. Like for COD in general. Like it's been so long since I was excited to see a new Call of Duty. It's ridiculous. I think the last COD I really played was Cold War. Granted, Treyarch made it, whatever. But at the same time, too, COD in general, I used to, play COD literally all the freaking time. Ridiculous. Like the original Modern Warfare series, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, War at War a little bit, Advanced Warfare, I actually enjoyed myself, all that jazz. But main topic for this video is just about the movement. So the Omni movement is probably, I'm excited for it now. Watching the trailer, I was like, okay, I can see the bullshit that could come that could come along with this type of movement. It's like now you really are what were people saying? You're John Wick now, which I can see. You're an actual action hero, and I can see it now. It's like you can sprint in any direction, which is the oddest thing in the world now. But of course, it's odd right now, but it makes sense. We all know COD is not realistic, and the funnest games are normally not realistic. Fuck being realistic. It's about actually being fun. I don't want realism for real. It's supposed to be fun. That's why I enjoy Advanced Warfare so much, even though it pissed me off at certain times. But still was fantastic. I still played it. I still played the shit out of it. Most people hated it. This game, I know for a fact, like I'm really looking like this should be really freaking fun. The amount of people you're gonna see diving and sliding and diving past corners, I'm gonna be cracking up laughing even while I'm pissed that I died from somebody using that exact move. So the Omni movement is really cool. But just also to add in general, I've also been reading a lot of comments, right? I've been looking at hella crazy since yesterday, since they actually revealed it. And it's like, people, no matter what, are going to always find something.
Package is losing ground, Agent.
It'll never be a perfect game, right? And I require first aid. This is gonna be no different. Movement in general is something that is very important. It's just like playing fighting games. It's like, how can you have a fighting game that doesn't have level 2 or even some sort of something that could add a skill gap between you and another person, or you and anybody else you're playing? It's important. It's important because if everybody can just go out and do the same thing, it's just like, okay, well, this doesn't add much to the game. It's like finding someone. I know this is a shooter video about movement, but think about fighting games again. Still, like Tekken, wave dash, melee. You have wave dash. It's sexual apart from just the regular shit. We have to win.
Revealing enemies.
They can run, but hiding might be a problem.
Options are put me ahead of you just because of me knowing how to do it more often and better than the other person. It puts me that much ahead. So it's a good thing. Even things like Quake,
Revenge. I can't condone it, but I get it.
Part of shooters. I think this Omni movement thing is probably the coolest thing I've seen in a long time when it comes to shooters in general. Now, I feel like I said
Nearing delivery zone. Maintain this approach.
Halo 5 is really best with the whole boost super thing. That was also a thing that in the beginning was really cool. At the time, it became more of like useless in a way because it threw off gunfights. Changing mag. But still feel like you lost because the boosting thing kind of threw everything off from the normal how it used to be. But basically, like it could in some ways be, it's gonna be very fun. Obviously, it's gonna be very fun to be doing this. Pass the time.
Gathering intel.
Weapons procured.
Any direction and just vision to a doorway, and you hear somebody else
You're on
running,
defense.
and then
Stop the
they,
package.
you know, Max Payne side slow motion dive to the side past the doorway and pop you with a shotgun. And pop you with a shotgun coming past. I swear I can already see that happening. I can literally already picture that happening. And I know in the beginning I'm gonna laugh about it, but later on, might have days where that shit is not gonna be funny at all. Because I'm gonna be like, okay, I gotta deal with this bullshit now. How do I deal with this bullshit? It's like, play faster. You know, use the mechanics that are given to you. Use the movement yourself to add into it. To use it. You know, use what everybody else is doing. It's like, rather than complain, like most people do. Even people complained about the movement and X Defiant with the bunny hopping thing. Another thing that you should be utilizing rather than complaining about it is use it. Why handicap yourself? Because, oh, I don't want to use this movement and people are bunny hopping and blah, blah, blah. It's just like, why complain about something that's in the game? You should be using it yourself. That's like getting mad at somebody using the best gun in the game because it's helping them win. Bitch, why be mad? Why be mad? Just use that gun if you're tired of dying, or use whatever in your power to win. The point of playing a multiplayer game or a competitive game is to win. Granted, it could get stale, sure. And with good balancing, you might even have to use that said weapon or whatever. But the point is just to use what's available to you, rather than complain about what's available. There are tools at the end of the day for you to win. If you can't utilize those tools, then that puts you where you are. You will continue to get the same results that you've always gotten. So again, why complain about something that you can easily use and access yourself just as well as everybody else? You know, it's like, I don't get it. You know, this is a basic thing when it comes to shooters. Your movement matters. Like, even for instance, another thing I can run down through the history with Gears. We saw that got announced yesterday too. We know what comes with Gears. Anybody who's a veteran to the series. Wall bouncing. That shit better be in the game. That shit better be in the game. Because to me, it's not Gears of War without it now. I don't think Gears 1 had it as much, but 2, 3, you know, all the only ones afterwards, they all had it. They 100%, they all had wall bouncing. I don't think Judgment did. I'm not sure if Judgment had it or not, but it was great. It normally movement things are an annoyance to people who are either A, are having a hard time learning these specific things, or they just don't want it. They just don't want to learn it. Because I had that problem thinking back about it about 10 years ago with Gears 3. I had a hard time thinking about using or learning not wave dashing, what am I talking about? Wall bouncing in Gears, because it was like, I don't want to have to feel like I got to use another tactic to make me better at it, you know? But as I got better, I found out how important it was to be able to shoot your opponent and them not be able to hit you. It's like the old Bruce Lee quote or old martial arts quote. Be able to hit your opponent and them not be able to hit you. Your opponent can't win if they can't hit you. Simple as that. If you can't shoot me and kill me or hit me hard enough or whatever, you can't win. You can't beat me if you can't touch me. That's why movement is important. I win these gunfights because I can hit you and I can maneuver myself so that way you can't hit me, but I'm going to position myself to hit you. You know, whatever the quote is. I mean, I'm sure somebody knows what that is, but I mean, it's true. Like, flat out, it's literally true, you know? So, again, I think that this is going to be fantastic. I think that people need to simply just level up and get better. And we all have had our times of it being like that, essentially, of being annoyed by these extra things that people are doing that you're not doing. It's just, I get if you don't know how to do it, but in time you will and you can if you just put a little more effort into it. Simple as that. So, whew, that was a lot. But yeah, essentially, I think Black Ops looks great. Like I said, this was a perfect time to make this video and talk about it, because I was going to talk about it a few days ago, but other stuff got in the way. So I feel like now this Omni movement thing, I think it just made it even better of a perfect time to talk about it, because I've seen so many people also complaining about it. It's just, I understand both sides, essentially, because I've had my times being annoyed with high movement games, and I've also had times of when I actually tried to learn and understand it a bit better. It made my time way better, because it helped. At the end of the day, it just helped. So, alright, I think I'm done with this video topic for now. Like, sub, do all that, important stuff. Good stuff for me, of course. And I'll be making some more videos and more stuff to talk about too. So, thanks. Peace out.
Zone is in danger. Capturing.